Hey there, welcome to Microsoft 365 Copilot Learning. And I am Mike Gannotti with
Darryl Rowe. Good to see you all.
Darryl. You know, a lot of customers talk to us. And they're like, we got AI and agents from these different AI and all this stuff all over the place. And it's like application sprawl. People have just, having to go from thing to thing to thing. But I understand, partner, that you got a way for us to wrangle, hence my hat today. We're going to wrangle it all together, herd the agents, and bring it all together in one UI. And you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, one UI is very, very important. And I think it's something we need to certainly cover off, because I've got the same problem with, customers have seen the same thing. They're developing agents and AIs with different vendors. Problem is adoption and everything else, because no one knows which one to use, where to go. So hence the Copilot as being the UI for AI. And let me explain what that means. So what we like to think is Copilot as being the front end of of all your AI, whether it's first-party agents such as researcher or analyst, or even third-party agents, or even some of these external ones. Bring them into one place that all your end users just know where to go. They don't have to go looking for them, searching for them, managing multiple different applications or browser tabs. So again, what does the UI for AI actually mean? And I like to think of it this kind of analogy. So many years ago, right, when the PC was launched, and there was other different computing systems out there, right? The PC became I like to think, the UI for desktop applications. So I launched my Mac or my PC, fire up Office, fire up Adobe, whatever it is, right? But it's one place to go. I don't have to think about carrying 3 different laptops, right? We got away from that. So a central place for all my desktop applications. The same regards to the internet. So, I probably remember the browser wars from back in the day, right? You had different ones out there, Netscape and Chrome, and there's a whole bunch of them out there, right? But you tend to pick one browser, but it navigates the whole internet. I never had to pick up 3 different browsers to get to different parts of the internet. Remember was it AOL? Do you remember that?
I do, and CompuServe and the whole bit, the Prodigy.
So you're going to get to AOL through AOL, another bit. Yeah, it didn't make any sense, right? So we got one. We ended up, there's browsers out there, but you use one browser for the internet, and they all work, right? I can play a video on any of them, right? It just works. And then lastly, also think about the smartphone. Remember the smartphone wars, and there was different apps on different phones, and there's poor, Windows Phone didn't get any app support, unfortunately, which is a real shame. But we kind of landed on 2 mobile apps, but all the apps appear on both of them, right? So if I'm loading up, my banking app or my car rental app or whatever it is, right? It's either in the Play Store or in the App Store on iOS or Android. So again, I'm not carrying multiple devices just to do certain things. So we're currently in that stage with AI, right, where I've got AI from Microsoft, AI from other competitors or even partners of ours, right?
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. So wouldn't it be great if you had one place to get all your AI, whether it's Microsoft's AI or somebody else's, but it's one place for your end users to find that. So this is why Copilot is what we call the UI for AI. And the idea is it's a one-stop shop. I go to one place, I can see the Microsoft agents or the Microsoft apps, I can see Copilot Chat, I can see Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat, but it's one familiar interface. It's also available across multiple devices, desktop, browser, mobile, it's in the Office suite. We're never more than one click away or a couple of clicks away from getting access to it. And we also have an agent store in there as well, right? So we've got first-party agents in the agent store, but we also have a bunch of third-party ones as well. So I'm not having to go I need to have one experience or one type of AI, one for another. I just go to one place and it just does it all. So think of Copilot as being that one place.
I like it. And you know, the one thing that I love when we talk about Copilot being the one place, those three that you previously mentioned,
Yep.
desktop, browser, mobile,
Yep.
we light up Copilot in all three. So you get that one place across all three of your major platform focuses, and you can get to all this from that, again, from that single spot.
Yeah, exactly. So, and those agents are available in all those places, right?
Yep.
So, you know, if I'm using research, I can use it on my phone, I can use it on my browser, I can use it on my desktop. I'm not having to go, and it remembers everything as well. So those chats are stored. I can go back, start on one, continue on another.
Yep.
So really cool. So just a little reminder what agents are. I think I've presented this before, but agents I like to think are as AI apps. So on your phone, you have multiple apps, right? You go to the App Store or the Play Store, and there's millions of apps out there. Yeah.
Well,
and they.
and I was just going to say, I had a customer the other day. You know, I think sometimes we as techies, we overcomplicate this. We like now we're talking agentic AI but this is nothing new under the sun. They're apps or bots or whatever. I mean, that's why I had somebody the other day. They said, "So is this like a bot or an app or what is it?" I said, "Yes, to all the above."
Exactly that, right? It is. It's the same analogy, right? So
yeah,
you know, you know, think of it. There's going to be a store for them. There's going to be a launcher for them, which is in Microsoft 365 Copilot on the left rail. So exact same idea. So again, this kind of slide kind of says that, right? So you can see on the left-hand side, if I expand out on my agent list, these are all my agents there. These are my apps, right? Same analogy. Whether they're homegrown ones, whether they're third-party or first-party Microsoft ones. So you can see researchers launched there as well. So just a quick, and again, another quick recap. If you have Microsoft 365 Copilot, we get out of the box agents, or again, buying your phone, right? You get out of the box apps. Yeah, there's always a browser, there's always a camera, right? So same deal with this. So we have researcher, we have analyst. I think we've covered those in previous sessions. I don't think we've covered skills yet. Maybe we should cover that a future one. And then there's teams agents. So we can build an agent, put it into teams if we want to, connect it to Copilot via sales agents. So whether that's Dynamics, Salesforce, or another CRM package. And then project manager, right? So that's something where we're in public preview right now, but you'll see out there as well as an option. But what I really like about Copilot and using Copilot Studio, for example, to build these integrations, we have an agent toolkit, and we'll talk about that in a second. And we connect to all these other different AIs, right? So we've got our own homegrown, we've got Azure, AI Foundry, Amazon, Google, OpenAI, Gemini.
I was going to say, this is really just a sampling, right? Because I was just, again, with another customer, and they had, you know, for their data and data analysis, they're using Snowflake. They're like, yeah, but we can't get to that via Copilot. And I said, well, actually, you can. And I'll share it. We'll share the link at the end, but there's a link on Snowflake site, and it's titled Getting Started with Microsoft Copilot Studio and Snowflake Cortex Agents, so that Copilot Chat is your UI for AI to get to Snowflake.
Wow, that's it. That's exactly it. So I like to call the next slide my NASCAR sponsor slide. If you imagine a NASCAR cover with all these different logos. And these are third-party agents available today. So if you go to the App Store, or sorry, I keep saying the App Store, the agent store, right? You're going to see integrations. We've got partners, we've got competitors as well, building agents, because they see the best way to do that is build an ecosystem. And that's what Copilot really is now, right, Mike? It's not just an AI. It's a platform. It's an ecosystem.
Yep.
So I'm going to briefly touch on how some of these what integrations are, because I think that's probably worth another session as well. We could spend, you know, hours talking about different integrations. But ways to bring in different AIs or different connections to different data. One of them you've probably seen, it's MCP, Model Context Protocol. It's an open source, I think it was the data connector. It's not just from us. Gemini, like Google's involved with this, OpenAI is involved with this, Anthropic's involved with this. In fact, I think Anthropic developed it, right?
Yes.
So it's something we've all agreed on, that allows these connectors between different data sources, different agents. So we can do agent to agent, different vendor agents, right? Connecting all this stuff together. So this, I think, is the plumbing, right? But it's just another method of actually bringing all these different agents into one place. Then, obviously, when I talk about Copilot Studio, that's really the best place to write your own agents. And you will have access to things like MCP and multi-agent support. So it's a good developer platform. It's our low-code integration. So you don't have to be a developer to do that. But that said, if you do like to get your hands dirty with code, we do have an agent toolkit and an agent SDK, as well as integrations into GitHub and Visual Studio. So if you want to get deep in the weeds with the code, you can absolutely do that too. So that's it. I'm kind of like tapped out. I'm not a developer, so I could probably butcher, going through some of how these things work. So I won't do that. But yeah, this is really why we think Copilot is the UI for AI. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really all about bringing that single. It's about taking that chat UI, right, that we provide for our Microsoft 365 customers, and irrespective of that back end, even if they have their own agents, right?
Yeah.
Being able to connect and do that. And I'm actually going to quick open up. Let's see, my hands. So we're in Copilot Studio, and I'm going to go to agents that I actually have already. And so we're going to go to this particular one, this National Library of Medicine, NIH. And we're going to select, just to see like some of the connectors that are available where we could connect. I'm going to select knowledge. And you can see I'm connected to just a simple web source. But if you select add knowledge, we get this view here of ones like Salesforce, ServiceNow, some of ours. If we go under advanced, you can see we have here Snowflake, Confluence, Oracle, and then also we can upload. So you had mentioned some of the ones we have connectors for, other connectors. We can grab those, upload those solutions right into here, connect to those data sources, and I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, these of connected knowledge sources. And in this case, like with the Snowflake one, just to kind of call this one out, because I had that call with the customer and was talking today to somebody from Snowflake, right? So there, it's not our solution, but you go out and many of these, if you just do a basic search, like this is their posting, getting started. So we're actually talking, you had talked about agents. We're talking to their Cortex agent, which is already understanding and reasoning across the back end data. So a lot of that heavy lifting you would have to do if you're just connecting to a back end data source. It's already done by their agent. We're connecting our agent to theirs and bringing forward all that capability right in Copilot Chat. So, I mean, the world, it can be your oyster, but it's really that one UI for everything as you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just makes AI adoption so much easier. People just go to one place and not having to click 15 different things.
Absolutely.
Makes everybody more productive.
So what we'll do is, in addition to this video, under the resources, I'm going to have links. We have our introduction to the SDK. We have a whole piece about integrating, right, apps with the SDK. And then architecting, they did a great session at Build around this. So we'll have all that. People, you can go and take a look. But the point is, if, I guess for the follow-up action, if you're, confused, if you have thoughts and ideas and you're wanting to bring everything into a single view, talk to your Microsoft team, engage us.
Yep. Absolutely.
And yeah, it's great stuff. That deck, are we able to give that deck in a PDF format?
I think so. Yeah, there's nothing proprietary there.
Yeah, it's consumer or customer ready, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll attach that as well. Well, that's all I got. You got anything?
No, this is good. So now everybody knows what UI for AI actually is. So
it's chat. Oh, one last thing, and I gotta say this because this is killer. I'm gonna open up Word just to do a sampling of this.
This is the one more thing, right?
One more thing, yeah. Think of all your apps that Copilot surfaces in.
Yeah.
And when you open up Copilot in that right pane view, come on. Everything on my computer is running slow today. I don't know what's going on. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, as soon as that comes up. But at any rate, what I was going to mention is when you, and it's, my connection seems to be goofy. I wonder if I'm getting another update. There is the option to then select in-app any of those agents you've done. So now it'll query just whatever is the context of that. So like that snowflake, or here we go. Yeah, so here's agents, right? And now I can go ahead and it's going to let me, it's going to take a bit to render, but I can go ahead and then select an agent to, oh, there it goes. Oh, I closed it. Right as it popped up, I closed it. But you're able to pick those agents and now leverage them contextually in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, etc.
Yeah, you can mention them as well, right? So
yeah. So that's it, Mike
and Darryl.
And Darryl, you got some work to do, don't you, right now?
Yeah, I'm booking my vacation, so I've got to get back to that. I wish I had an AI agent that could do that for me. Maybe that's something I should suggest. Yeah.
You're gonna have to work on that. All right.
Yeah.
So take care, everybody. With that, have a great rest of your day. I hope you found this helpful. UI for AI. And that's all.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.